Notes from my August 2025 reading of 2023 book Paris, a Memoir by Paris Hilton. Here I, Tanis Leonhardi of Seattle, talk through my book and reading notes from my August 2025 reading of an autobiography of businesswoman Paris Hilton, Paris, a Memoir by Paris Hilton, March 2023 Deyst edition, hardcover, ISBN in the video description. I started the book on Sunday, 17 August 2025 and finished the book on Thursday, 21 August 2025. It's 330 pages. It took me 5 days. 30 pages Sunday, 110 pages Monday, 50 pages Tuesday, 50 pages Wednesday, 90 pages Thursday. As of when I'm filming this video on Friday, 22 August 2025, I have not ever met Paris Hilton. So it's a disclaimer of sorts. I'm YouTube thinking about my videos. I'll put that in the video description this time. Right? It's not like I've met her and she paid me to make this video. All right. For the duration of another YouTube specific, for the duration of my reading this book, I was a subscriber to her YouTube channel. All right, so there were no pictures. It's just kind of full text pages, and so pretty simple on the design. And so I'm gonna go into my notes. So per this book, what would I guess is Paris Hilton's #1 attribute to herself? Her competitive drive. She noted she had agreed to be the face of Hilton International Hotels. Perhaps this book is part of making herself available to everyone. It sounded like it's not her first book either, per what she put in here. Her business smarts / intelligence, as come across in this book, is from extensive networking, especially in entertainment and fashion, perhaps to associate high-profile stars with her name Hilton and the Hilton brand to reach the audience of the high-profile people as well and bring them in. She utilized people as resources in her geographic area, people in entertainment when she lived in Southern California. She really emphasized this, even saying she went so far to choose her own family. Another kind of culture note, a culture note, I suppose. Okay. She came from a culture where adversity is programmed into the lifestyle, so the children have a one-up when it comes to adversity when applying for jobs and for college admissions. Institutions just wanting adversity perhaps do not distinguish her type of designed by privilege adversity, such as boarding schools like the reality television show Brat Camp. That was like 20 years ago that was on TV, if I'm recalling correctly. The top 1% have it designed so that if nothing else, the offspring can write a book, which Paris Hilton did. That top 1% have their pipeline figured out. This might work like a particular school hires a known problematic person just so their students can get a woe is me story, perhaps more than one, when the hired problematic person repeated their conduct, this time on staff, like when they're on the staff. And the kind of final big note before my rating is pride curation note. She claimed to discover she was an asexual in her 20s after she claimed all of her boyfriends and romantic interactions were ones in which the man was a bad person. However, she also had a strong dedication to rainbows, colors of the pride flag, and unicorns, the LGBT community, and not using the F word in reference to an LGBT slur word. And she was in her 40s when this book was published. From this asexual's perspective, she comes across as more of a fit for being a lesbian. Perhaps she did not know it fully when she wrote this book, and asexual was a stepping stone on her self-discovery journey. This, for me, is also supported by a lack of biographies and autobiographies on the shelves for high-profile lesbians relative to high-profile gay men. From my perspective, the world could use some high-profile, long-haired lesbians. Perhaps she is a lesbian considering her consistent and repeated dislike of men. Blanket hate of men is not an asexual thing, nor is it a heterosexual thing. So I am guessing Paris Hilton is homosexual. As a reminder, Paris Hilton wrote the book. She made clear her own preferences. Perhaps the soulmate of Paris is Nicole Richie. I am noting here that I have not ever met Paris Hilton. In conclusion, I gave the book a rating of 4 out of 5 stars. It was a book heavy on self-discovery and growth, which can be painful at times, no matter the person. So there we go. Those are my notes for my August 2025 reading of 2023 book, Paris, a Memoir by Paris Hilton.